July 30th, 1992 is the day that I had my religious awakening. You see, I am what we like to call a cashew, which is half Catholic, half Jewish, which means your parents raise you to be sad. So let's just say I was dispassionate about religion. That's around the time you start questioning things. And it was my birthday. That was my 12th birthday. And I went to the store and I bought the first 2 albums I ever bought with my own money. The first one was Criss Cross's Totally Crossed Out. Don't try to compare what's there to the back. You know it. It's so good. And the other one was George Carlin's What Am I Doing in New Jersey? I came home. My parents checked the lyrical content of one of them. Guess which one it was? No, it wasn't the one with the leftist old man who literally opens the album with, I haven't seen this many people in one place since they took a group photograph of all the criminals and lawbreakers in the Ronald Reagan administration. That is how the album opens. No, they checked the lyrical content of the album of the 2 kids that are rapping about riding the bus. Missing the bus, if you will. And it changed my life. In that moment, the whole trajectory of my life changed. Because I was like, you can joke about stuff like this? There's a line on that album that says, have you ever noticed most of the people who are against abortion are people you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place? Even if you disagree, wow! Wow, that's a power statement, boy. It is. And I loved comedy, and it kept me going for years, and I got away from it. And I joined the Army, and I joined in 99 and I got out in 06, so you can extrapolate how my experience was. It wasn't fucking great. And like a lot of vets, I got out and I didn't immediately get the mental health I needed. And I turned inward, and I spiraled, and I had a nervous breakdown, and I lost everything in my life. And like a lot of people who hit that point, I found my temple. I crawled in to the Copper Top Dine and Dive in Huntsville, Alabama, where they were hosting an open mic night. And I got on stage, and I just made fun of my parents for 7 minutes. I had no material, but in this moment, I went from here, and I was uplifted. And I met the senior congregants of the church who were a little, like Jake mentioned, set in their ways, if they will. But you learn a lot from those people, too. You learn a lot of what to do and what not to do. And then I went deeper. And I went and watched all the comedy I could. I watched people like Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is one of my all-time favorite comics. I went back and went deeper. I watched Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers is one of the greatest comedians of all time. I watched, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. All right, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. We'll drink one for Norm. But it inspired me. It inspired me to set up shop, open my own temples. Because I want to be reverent to irreverence. That's what I want. I want to spread joy. I want everyone to be happy. However, you can't have a religion without tenets of that religion. And so I present to you the 10 commandments of stand-up comedy. Thou shalt not wear shorts on stage. Thou shalt respect the time given. Thou shalt not blame the audience. Thou shalt suffer the bachelorette parties. Thy jokes must have punchlines. Thou shalt not steal thy neighbor's joke. Thou shouldst get to the point. Thou should not blame cancel culture. Do not blame cancel culture. You're just not funny. Thou shalt not pester the booker, and thou shalt tip thy bartender. So please make sure you do that. And that's my time. If you've enjoyed my stuff, we have a show Thursday night at Society Garden. It's going to be our last one over there. We have Dedrick Flynn in from Atlanta. It's going to be amazing. Please come to that show. We got a show Friday at Fresh Produce Records, and I'm going to respect the time and get the fuck off stage. Thank you all, and have a wonderful night.